Hey guys, so I figured I would finally give a little review of the Accord here. For those of you who aren't on social media or don't follow me on social media, probably don't know about this car. But back in December, my 2000 Acura 3.2 TL was totaled after someone cut me off. They were trying to take a left and didn't give me enough time to stop, and I ended up T-boning them. However, it was obviously their fault. They failed to use caution when turning left, or failed to yield when turning left. I don't know what the citation was, but anyways, so I ended up with this car 6 months later. I drove the Camry for 6 months and about 13,000 miles. So now that car belongs to my sister. My sister drives that now, so that car will probably be totaled soon. But anyways, this is the spiritual successor. 2013 Honda Accord EXL V6 in this modern steel metallic color. It wasn't my first color choice, but it was one of two V6s on the lot. The other one was a touring model in White Orchard Pearl, and I wasn't going to pay an extra $3,000 for the touring or deal with the beige interior. I originally wanted black on black, but that's okay. See the gray leather interior on the inside? But it's in pretty good shape, as expected. A little bit of wear, for getting in and out, but just your typical stuff there. Hop on in. You can see, standard on EX models is the smart key system. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that. So if I can find it, this key in my pocket, I can, once I get everything adjusted here, press this button to lock the door, and then if I go up to it, just grab it. It'll usually unlock just the driver's door. You can change the settings around for it to unlock just the driver, passenger, or all four. I have mine set to unlock all four. And with that comes the push button start. So just put your foot on the brake and hit the button start. And what you're hearing is Honda's tried and true 3.5 liter J35 V6. We'll take this down so the running lights come on. I could see those. See? If you leave the car running or the power on, it'll beep at you, letting you know that you left the car running. You can see V6 models come with the LED daytime running lights, which I am a big fan of. I think it looks a lot better than the standard running lights that come on the rest of the Accords. This one lived in Long Island. It's from Naughty Honda, so it's got a little bit of rock chips on it. It seems like it was a highway car. Of course, I've added a few more, but that's no big deal. Under the hood, 3.5 liter 5 V6. My VTEC, Honda's Earth Tubes technology, 285 horsepower and 250 somewhat pound-feet of torque. I'm not sure on the exact figures. Takes odor returning oil. I just had the oil change today along with the transmission fluid, which is due every 48,000 miles, and of course I have 47 on mine now. See fog lights down there, standard on Sport and above models. Trim levels are LX for the base model. Step up from the LX is the Sport. Up from that is the EX, then the EXL, EXL with Navi, EXL V6, and then EXL V6 with the Navi, and now for 2013 is the new Touring trim level, which is basically an Acura-like. It's gets a few features out of the TLX, but nothing really worth the extra $3,000 or $4,000, whichever one it is. The other thing the Touring adds is LED headlights, adaptive cruise control, and I think there's something else I'm missing. Anyways, this does have a second set of factory tires on it, the Michelin Primacy MX V4s. The car's an ex-lease, and so I think before the previous owners turned it in, that they had to put the factory tires on. Either that they just chose to. These 17-inch wheels come on all EX and above models. Eventually, when these tires are worn down, I'm going to get some 18-inch sport wheels, because the one, these are too hard to clean, and one, they're too hard to clean. Two, they're kind of boring looking. All this orange shit under the cars on the car wash, I don't quite understand what that is, but it's whatever. It comes right off if I wanted it to. See the sparkle on the panes, a really nice color in the sun. Some people complain that it's a little boring, but I like it. I'm eventually going to add a little lip spoiler as well, and a moonroof visor. I have that on order. You can see the backup camera. The 6 badge, EXL and Touring models come with the LED taillights. That's how you can tell that apart from an EX. Obviously the V6 models have the dual tips. The Sport model also has the dual tips. Let's see, turn signal indicators in the mirrors, as well as Honda's lane watch system. It's enough for the outside. Might as well go in to the inside. You can see this little thing up there is for the forward collision warning, as well as the lane watch. Part of Honda's sensing package, standard on the EXL. See, 10-way power driver's seat, tilt and telescopic steering wheel. Down here, pull for the trunk, push for the fuel cap. This one has memory seats. It's standard on EXLs. Auto front windows. The back are just regular old powered. Let's see, I have 47,000 miles even on it. I bought it with 41,355 on June 25th of 2016. So I put quite a few miles on this already. Automatic headlights, steering wheel controls, cruise control, Bluetooth controls, and this is for the little information screen up there. So to flip through the menus, let's press this button. That's your gas mileage. It's a second display for the gas mileage, which shows the history of trip A. And then you can set it to be a clock. I usually just leave it on music. Sometimes if I'm worrying about gas mileage, I'll put it on gas. Source for the different sources of audio. Car came with XM for 3 months free, and I'm quite a fan of it, and so I think I'm going to keep it. Down here, a lot of people criticize this dual screen layout. A lot of people prefer the basic radio that comes on EX models and below. I'm particularly a fan of the touchscreen. I don't use it all that much, I'll be honest, but it's really not that complicated to use. I think it looks better, looks classier than the basic radio, but to each their own. You can see these controls over here also control that screen. You can flip through the settings. We'll change the colors of the screen and stuff. I like it. Anyways, dual zone automatic climate control. Oops, standard on every Accord. Simple stuff there. This little cubby comes on models without nav. Obviously, if you have a nav model, and have buttons here instead of this cubby. USB outlet down there, power outlet. Little storage cubby. V6 models come in a traditional 6-speed automatic. If you get the 4-cylinder, it'll come with either a continuously variable transmission or even a 6-speed manual. 2-stage heated seats for the driver and passenger, obviously e-brake in the middle. 2 cup holders, center console here, and my GPS hooked up, and it's got a little bit of storage. I kind of wish I had a storage tray, kind of like what the Acura had, but that's alright. Damp glove box. I think is it lined in felt? It's not, but you can't really expect that. It's pretty deep. Sunglass holder up there. Visors with vanity lights. I'm gonna get some LEDs for this eventually. Sunroof controls up here. It's one touch. Let's see if you want to tilt it. And then close it. And we'll open it again. This is for the garage door opener. I'm sorry. This is the garage door opener. This is for the lighting. I think that's about it on the inside. Standard on EXLs is a 4-way power passenger seat. Auto dimming rear view mirror, standard on EXLs. Over here, you have the Econ mode, which will help the transmission, help the car save gas a little bit. Makes the transmission shift a little softer, a little earlier. Lane departure warning, which I'll be honest gets kind of annoying. It'll just beep at you if you come outside the lines. Traction control off. I think we all know what that does. And this Saturn really sounds like shit. Wow. Anyways. Wow, I can't get over that. That sounds like shit. I don't know, whatever. I think that's supposed to be a Traverse or an Acadia. Acadia, I think, I don't know. Whatever the Saturn version of those things are. Then here you have the tire pressure monitor system reset. Obviously hood release. And I think that's about it. So we'll go ahead and shut it down. We'll pop the trunk. Check out the back seat. Back seat in this car is, I'd say, class leading. For the EXL models, you got the vents in the rear. Coming back here, I'm 6'5", and I fit behind myself perfectly. Someone got dirt on my seat. This is why I hate having people in my car. You got vents in the rear, as I said. It's a really classy dash. I love what they did with this Gen Accord. Cup holders in the rear. I thought about saving a little bit of money and going with a fully loaded 2012 8th gen EXL V6 that was black on black, but I was already a 2-owner and I feel like being the 3rd owner already. And so I kind of just walked away from that one. Then I drove this and I like this a lot more. This is where the car has been so far. I took it to Provincetown along the Cape Cod National Seashore. More stickers will be added as I go. See, it's a pretty decently sized trunk. I have my box full of detail and shit there. The only unfortunate thing that I never really use, so I don't care about, but some people may care, the back seat is a one-piece folding that's not a split folding. However, that sums it up on the tour, review, whichever you want to call it, on my 2013 Honda Accord EXL V6. If you want to see pictures or more information on this car, feel free to check out my Instagram. It's @BobbyDeset.